Oh, that is really good.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Bittman, and welcome once again to Cooking in Your True to Food Kitchen from Signature Kitchen Suite. And we're going to make a potato rosti and a crustless quiche. So let me introduce you to our guests. We have Dorothy Macik here and Nick Ritchie.
Hi Mark, I'm Dorothy from Dorothy Macik Design. I'm in Los Angeles, California, and I just completed my kitchen with the help of my husband, who's a general contractor and custom woodwork manufacturer. So I'm excited to make a recipe with you today.
It's great to have you, and it looks like a fabulous kitchen. Nick, will you say hi?
Hi everybody, nice to be back for another episode of Cooking in Your True to Food Kitchen. Dorothy, beautiful kitchen. I wish I could come check it out myself. And I'm here with Mark to show her a few tricks and hopefully get her cooking like a pro on her signature kitchen suite appliance by the end of this little class.
So let's get started. We have, as I said, two really simple recipes here. Potato Rosti is just potatoes and butter or oil, cooked and sliced and cooked until crisp. And then this quiche we're making with butternut squash. These are really, really terrific brunch dishes. And we chose them because, Dorothy, your family's really into brunch.
Yeah, Mark, we love brunch. During the week, my husband leaves pretty early, so we don't have time for breakfast. So the weekend is when everybody's home. I have two boys, so that's the time we have to kind of sit together and have something yummy.
Beautiful. Well, let's start with the quiche, and we'll get that into the oven, and then we'll work on the potatoes. So you've got the cream warming. I know you've got the butternut squash. We need some eggs.
Okay, so I'll put those eggs in the bowl.
Okay, so eggs, cream, cheese, salt and pepper.
Okay, getting my salt and pepper. I've got my cream and my eggs together.
Beautiful.
I love freshly grated pepper. And we probably oversalt a little in our house.
I'm with you on that.
Okay, so then I'm gonna put the cheese together.
Yes.
Okay, pouring in the cheese. Okay.
And then I'm not sure how much butternut squash you have there, Dorothy, but it looks like a good amount. I think we only need about a cup of it in this recipe, Mark, right? Cup and a half, or it's going to be overloaded.
Let's do a cup and a half here, because that is a big pan.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do a cup and a half of the squash.
And let's point out that we've pre-cooked that squash a little bit so that we make sure that it's really nice and tender by the time the quiche is done.
So for the squash, I had it on the grill earlier, and I used butter, salt, and pepper, and then I kept pouring in some hot water, like Mark's book says. That was very helpful. Since it was such a hard vegetable, it was nice that it made it softer.
Really good. Excellent.
So I've got my pan, so I think I'm going to use butter.
Yeah, use a lot.
And grease my pan. A lot of butter. Is there a trick to how you grease it with butter?
Myself, I use
Like just
my
a spoon?
fingers. Looks like Nick does too. Dorothy, you've preheated the oven?
Not yet.
Okay,
Let me do that.
let's do that.
I think it calls for 325, right?
325, and I just use the bake setting there on the small oven.
Okay, that's preheating.
That'll take what, Nick, 5 minutes?
In the small oven, yeah, the small gas oven, like that.
That's great.
So by the time you turn around and are ready to put it in there, it's going to be pretty close.
So Dorothy, let's get that quiche in the oven.
Sounds good. All right, going in.
And we have that very convenient digital timer there on your interface.
Yeah, I love that. It just has that little alarm clock right there at the bottom, and it's like really easy to put. So I'll set mine. I'll put it for 25 minutes.
Great.
Okay, well, while that's going, let's start on our Rosti. So Rosti is basically two ingredients: grated potatoes and butter or oil, your choice. Salt, of course. We know you've peeled your potatoes and put them in some water, which is smart, keeps them from browning. They don't really need to be peeled. You have the option of washing or peeling, but they do need to be grated. So I know Dorothy's got a couple of new favorite toys for this operation here.
So yeah, today I'm trying out this Madeline so that it goes a little faster for grating my potatoes.
Okay, just make sure your fingers stay intact, please.
It came with a special glove,
Glove
so
is
that
good.
should help too. Oh, it's going pretty fast.
Good.
It's pretty nice.
If you can show us the potatoes and the pan.
Oh yeah, that should be good.
Yeah. But press the liquid out of those a little bit. Put them in a colander in the sink and
Okay.
just lean into it.
Okay.
I think we're gonna eyeball this, and you want them, one of the reasons you want to get rid of some of that moisture is so they brown more evenly. And I think we'll just start piling that into your pan, and when it's about an inch or so thick, that'll be the right amount.
Got it. All right, so I'm gonna strain them right now.
Strain them, toss them with some salt and pepper, put your butter or oil in the pan, and we can get going.
All right, I've got my potatoes strained, and I'm adding some fresh grated pepper and some salt.
This is where you really want to oversalt, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you like salt, this is the place for it. Okay, Dorothy, so now you can turn the heat on your pan up to medium, whatever number that is, Nick.
Okay.
7 is the nice happy.
7's a good medium, yeah.
7 is what I would call medium high, which is what I write into most of my recipes is medium high.
And don't forget your butter before you put the potatoes in.
Got my butter. All right, so like a lot of butter?
I mean, it's a thing about your conscience, but at least half a stick.
Got it.
Great sound.
Yum.
A nice gentle sizzle, so it browns and cooks at the same time is what we're looking for. Dorothy, as you're cooking along, I'm gonna bother you with some questions about your beautiful kitchen. Now, why don't you tell us a little bit how Signature Kitchen Suite fits into your design philosophy in general?
I like to design in what I call modern organic. It's pretty modern, but I use a lot of wood, a lot of warm textures, so it never feels cold. I like to do a very livable, inviting home. So the Signature Kitchen Suite really fits into that nicely. The refrigerator freezer, I'm able to panel so that it blends in with my kitchen, but when you open it, it has that amazing stainless steel interior. So I love that too. It just looks much nicer than like a white or plastic or something like that. It looks high-end and professional as well.
That's awesome. I love the look of your kitchen. It has a very, like you said, modern yet a very organic and natural feel to it.
Yeah, I like to use a lot of wood and metal. I mean, especially since my husband is a custom woodwork manufacturer. He comes from a family that's been doing woodwork for generations. So we like to use a lot of walnut, and if we have any leftovers from our jobs, we like to also incorporate those too. Yeah, it's just starting to brown a little bit when I peek at the sides, and that butter really helps. It's gliding nicely in the pan.
So now that it's one sort of uniform pie, what you're going to do is slide it onto one plate. You're going to cover that plate with the other plate, and you're going to turn the plates over real fast. So it doesn't sound hard, and it's not. So the first step is to slide it out onto a plate.
All right, here I go.
You got it.
Nice and gentle.
Woo! Okay.
And you can keep that pan on the heat, actually. And now put the other plate on top of there.
Okay.
Just turn them over.
And flip it?
Yep. Put it back down. You can put it down. I like to put a little more butter in the pan at this point. I'm sure Nick does too. Let's see that. Yeah.
Look at that.
Nicely done.
That looks nicer than mine did.
Now I know what I have to make for dinner tonight.
And I agree with Mark. I always like more butter for the second side. You have to. Whether you have nonstick or not, you just have to. Like Mark said, 2 ingredients. One is butter, one is potatoes.
All right, got more butter.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, this looks amazing. It's all like a consistent color.
That is so beautiful. You did such a great job.
Okay, so how do I slide it back in?
Just slide it back in.
Gently.
Carefully.
It's okay. You'll have a little leeway to get it back in shape because the bottom's still raw, so it's still a little I didn't need to explain. That was perfect.
You're a genius.
Oh, yeah.
Me and Mark are going on mimosa break. You're on your own. You're fine. And I think, what are we doing for, we're staying with the very simple theme here, right? And we're doing some really simple garnish or some creme fraiche and some scallions or some chives or something like that.
I got some, I chopped up some fresh herbs. So I've got chives, dill, basil, and parsley.
Chives is really great.
Yeah, that oniony flavor with, potatoes, creme fraiche, sour cream, chive, it's just a natural winner for me.
Yeah, this looks pretty good. I think I can take it out of the pan.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'm gonna put it on my big cutting board here. And just slide it out of the pan. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, can you see it? Look at that.
So beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna take a little slice out of this.
I can't wait.
I'm just gonna make a little
Oh
wedge.
man, I'm just so envious. I want some.
Yeah, it's kind of perfect serving it on the cutting board. Then you can just make these little slices. All right, and I'm gonna take those chives.
You can cut this into little squares and serve it as an appetizer too.
And then I have a little bit of creme fraiche I'm gonna use. Yeah, look at that. Doesn't that look good?
It looks beautiful.
That is really nice.
Oh, there's that familiar sound.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show you how it looks before I put it down. Do you like it?
It looks nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I think we're good, huh?
Dorothy, the moment of truth. You've done such a great job. Let's see that quiche.
All right, I'm gonna give it a slice. Oh yeah, this is nice. It's super fluffy.
So good.
Sounds like a good slice.
Let's have a look. Oh,
Really
yeah.
great. The eggs are perfectly cooked. They still have a little wiggle to them.
You want that wiggle. You do not want to overcook that. That is so, you did a great job. What a beautiful plate. Makes me proud.
Thank you for all your help. I couldn't have done this without you guys.
Just text your address along to me and Mark, and we'll be there for mimosas as soon as we can get there.
Come on over for brunch. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm excited about the butternut squash in it. That's nice for fall. Oh, that is really good. Oh, the cheese, yes. No, you guys, really, this is like the best brunch I've ever had. Wow, I've never tasted like these kind of flavors before. The combination of this cheese and the egg with the squash, that's like, would have never thought of that. So good.
Dorothy, as I've said, great job. You're a terrific sport. Thank you for participating. I want to thank Nick, of course, who guided you through way more than I did. But thank you both. It was really fun. For those of you watching, you can find more of these videos at signaturekitchensuite.com, and there will be more in the future. Dorothy, you can find on Instagram at Dorothy Macik, M-A-C-I-K. And I'm Mark Bittman at markbittman.com. Thank you all again.